Hoy there. I know you don't mind that I'm totally dirty from yesterday and I have a glow of sweat about me. It was one of those mornings where I crashed after a long night of being out, and then I woke up all nasty. And for some reason, you just can't wash your hands enough that day before you shower. You're like, no, I'm still completely filthy. It doesn't matter how many times I wash my hands, I'm still gonna feel sick as hell. Anyway, I saw Resident Evil Afterlife in 3D at the IMAX, and I thought I was gonna barf at first, and I was like, let me just take these off. Fuck it, I don't want to wear these glasses. And then everything was like, there was 8 of everything, and I was like, nope, I gotta put them back on. There's no escape from this world, and so I put them back on, and I thought it was very American of me to. What? The dog is having some restless issues. Yes, I know you're bored with life. So am I. Don't you wish you could make a video? I wonder how your video would be. You know? Yeah, I saw Jude's video, and he was talking about, how he was going through a lot of his old girl clothes and getting kind of misty about it. And I can relate because I had to do that recently when I switched apartments, and I had things boxed up from like a couple years ago before I even really decided that, yeah, I was transgender. And it was sad. I started to get misty about it. I just, not only did I used to be a lot smaller, but I couldn't believe that I actually used to fit into these things, like a size 5. That's ridiculous. I'll never be able to do that again. And I was getting all misty, not only because of my old identity, but because it just kind of reminded me of when I was dating one of my exes and what we went through and how much I loved her. So I think that was part of the reason I was getting emotional. But also, thinking about who I used to be. And, I haven't really changed. I'm still the same person, just, defined by another gender. But I didn't realize back then, I didn't even really know that there was anything I could do about it, that I could transition. And I really wish that I would have known, as a teenager. I really wish I would have known in junior high, and I wish I would have been able to get that process going then. I really envy, the guys who are able to do it now, who are like 14, you can start now, and it's like the appropriate puberty for them. But I have to go through a second puberty, and, it's just weird. It's weird to be 27 and, having the cracking voice and getting the acne all over the place, and, it's weird for me. And I really regret pushing the fact out of my mind that I was transgender. I didn't want to know that I was transgender. I didn't want to recognize it. I didn't want to go through those feelings because I rejected it for a long time because I didn't want to be the stereotypical hetero guy. I hated him. I hated them. I didn't hang out with them. I didn't want to be around them. I didn't want to be like them. And I thought, if I become a guy, then I'm going to hate myself. I'm going to fucking hate myself. Honestly, I was afraid of hating myself, and that's what kept me from transitioning. And I didn't realize, I'm not going to change, It's just the outside that's going to change. It's just the outside and the voice, but everything in here is still going to be intact, these things are not going to change, the hard wiring. Now I know there's like tiny changes that happen, within the brain, but it's not, overall the effects are not going to, just change me into this asshole, that I hate. And I had a lot of fear. But overall, in the end, the fear didn't win. It's too bad that it took me till age 27, or 26 rather. I was still wrestling with those feelings about a year ago. It took me this long to actually decide that I wanted to do something about it. It's really sad. It's really sad. I could have done this a long time ago, but I just had to fight. It was just like this inner war. And I'm not going to name any names, but there's someone out there that is very hateful towards transgender F to M men, who I believe is also F to M, and I think a lot of people would agree with me, and it's too bad that she/he is too stubborn and hateful and full of inner strife and has a war going on inside her head that prevents her from doing anything about it, because all the signs are there. I mean, I think we'll all agree all the signs are there. Because when you focus on one group of people this much and you have so much to say about it, you know, you really got to question your own identity. You really got to question, because, I mean, I used to be like that, not towards transgender folks, you know, but towards, you know, just bio men. Like, well, fuck them, I hate them, I'll never be like them, fuck them, you know, I'm going to stay a woman because I just can't stand thinking myself as being one of them. Fuck them, fuck them. But you know what? Overall, in the end, I just decided to go with my gut. Just go with my heart. And I won the war. I won the war. So yeah, I'm just wondering if anybody else had similar feelings before they came out. I went through a lot of self-loathing. I went through a large period of self-loathing. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop this, and bye.